Hi, thanks so much for joining. I'm Joe Peterson. I'm the Chief Analyst at Clear Tech Research. I'm here today on behalf of the 843 Big Tech Report, and this is your 843 Big Tech Bite. Today we're talking about CNAAP. So, what are the 5 reasons to deploy a CNAAP right now? First, your organization has adopted multiple clouds just like everybody else. Regardless of the reason, this high percentage of organizations end up with multiple cloud providers, and each cloud provider has its own unique set of services, configuration options, unique permissions, and entitlement models. It is tough to keep track of. A CNAP is built to be multi cloud. It covers all services, configurations, workloads, and data from a single set of policies that have been unified across providers. This means a single prioritized set of alerts across your cloud estate and a greatly reduced level of cloud specific knowledge that members of your organization must maintain in order to mitigate cloud risk effectively. Second, cloud security tool sprawl is out of control. Point systems came to life for a reason. They were needed, right? Like if you're like any other organization, you've got a lot of them. A CNAP can consolidate some of those standalone point tools into a single platform. It's really that straightforward. Third, it's really difficult to understand risk in your cloud environment. So, unpatched software vulnerabilities that are higher critical are really common things to see. The problem is that while CVSS scores do provide some indication of severity, that indication is isolated to that vulnerability. It doesn't take into account the environment in which the vulnerable asset is running. The impact is that it becomes very difficult for InfoSec teams to understand and communicate risk. If an asset with a critical CVE is completely isolated with no internet access and no access to sensitive data or applications, that CVE probably doesn't present a lot of risk to the org. If that same asset is exposed to the internet and also has access to sensitive data in a cloud database or object storage service, that CVE probably does present a lot of risk. CNAP ties many different signals together in a unified data store, and it correlates across the different types of security to determine weakness in the cloud estate, and it pinpoints the real risk of a breach or incident. The output is a risk-based, prioritized view of what your team should be focusing on and fixing. Fourth, your InfoSec team is slowing down the dev team. The developers have probably moved on to another project, which means another content switch back to this area. Plus, the entire process from development to deployment needs to be reset and done over. All of this means time and delay and slows innovation. CNAP has native integrations into a wide range of developer and DevOps tools, enabling security teams to set policies while also providing security feedback to the business much earlier in the dev process. With this level of workflow integration, developers get feedback even in their development environments as they are writing code, and it allows them to identify and fix policy violations early in the process. The last reason is you must continually prove compliance in a dynamic cloud environment. CNAP monitors your entire cloud estate on an ongoing basis, learning as your team makes changes to your cloud deployments and adapting to new challenges and changing services from cloud service providers. These policies are mapped not only to security frameworks like CIS or NIST, but to a broad range of regulatory frameworks as well. Continuous compliance monitoring in the cloud could provide to be easier than anything you've encountered in the past. I hope you found that useful information that you could use. If you like the information I share, just ring the bell on my LinkedIn profile. You'll be the first to be notified of any posts, and also follow Big Tech Review on Twitter. Thanks so much.